vsem. Vsem tekačicam, tekačem, vsem ljubiteljem teka danes, še posebej pa tudi kakšnim ljubiteljem kužkov. Prihajamo iz društva za živi življenje, to je naše društvo, ki skrbi za mlade, ukvarjamo se s knjigami, s publikacijami, z izobraževanjem, seminarji, ampak še bolj smo bili poznani, ko smo pripeljali Nika Vujičiča, če se spomnite, mogoče par let nazaj. Danes pa imamo še posebno čast, ko je iz Avstralije, oziroma bolj iz Škotske, prišel k nam Dionu Leonardu in bom jaz sam na hitro ga predstavil v parih besedah, predno bo on začel s svojim seminarjem. Dionu Leonardu se je rodil leta 1975 v Avstraliji, sedaj živi v Edinburgu, na Škotskem, zadnje čase v Franciji, v Chamonixu, mi je dejal prele. Udeležil se je nekaj največjih in najtežjih ultramaratonov na svetu in jih ne le pretekel, temveč je v njih tudi resnično tekmoval. Med njimi so bili tekaške preizkušnje po nekaterih najbolj negostoljubnih pokrajinah sveta, kot so teki po neizprostni Maroški Sahari, 250-kilometrski maraton del Sables, ki ga je pretekel celo dvakrat, in 250-kilometrska ultra čez južnoameriško puščavo Kalahari. Now, welcome to Slovenia.
Thank you so much. Very happy to be here today.
Samo še nekaj, na koncu bo Dion podpisoval tudi knjigo, ampak on je tako kot še mnogo od drugih tekačev, ni nič kaj posebnega med ultratekači. Nekaj posebnega je danes zaradi tele psičke Gobi, ki se mu je tako priljubila. Dion, stage is yours.
Yes, it's true, and thank you very much for the welcome.
Hvala za tako dobrodošlico.
Unfortunately, Gobi can't do the talking, so I have to tell you our story, our wonderful, true story and amazing journey.
Gobi žal ne more govoriti sama, zato bom jaz podelil najino čudovito zgodbo.
My name's Dionu Leonardu, and I'm an ultramarathon runner, I'm a dog lover, and I'm also now an author. Something that if you'd have told me about 3 years ago, I'd never have believed, but it's taken me on an amazing journey.
Moje ime je Dionu Leonardu in sem ultramaratonac, lastnik tega kužka in tudi avtor knjige. In če bi mi kdo pred 3 leti povedal, kaj vse se mi bo zgodilo, mu ne bi verjel.
As you can tell from my accent, I'm not Slovenian.
Kot lahko zaznate iz mojega akcenta, nisem Slovenec,
I'm from Australia,
ampak prihajam iz Avstralije.
and I'm half British as well, but I grew up in Australia.
In sem tudi napol Britanec, vendar sem odraščal v Avstraliji.
And I take it there's none of you are Australians here, so
Mislim, da ni noben Avstralec tukaj.
I'm going to teach you all to say "G'day mate," which is a welcome hello in our language.
In vas bom naučil, kako se reče pozdraviti živjo v našem jeziku.
And you, in English, you put 3 words together. You use the word good.
V angleščini se sestavi 3 besede skupaj, good,
Second word is I.
I,
And the third word is might.
mat.
Might.
Might.
So put those 3 words together.
Cheers.
Good, I, might.
Good, I, might.
Yes, exactly. So let's all try it together on
Torej, vsi
3.
lahko skupaj ponovimo, ok?
So 3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Good, I,
Good,
might. That is how you say "G'day mate." So you can take that home. You've now learned some Australian
To
language.
je avstralski pozdrav, ki ga lahko prakticirate tudi doma.
I'm now 44 years of age, and I grew up in central Queensland. I had a very difficult, depressive and abusive upbringing.
Imam 44 let, odraščal sem v Avstraliji in prihajam iz zelo težkih družinskih razmer.
And that left me leaving home at a very early age of around 13 years old.
In zaradi težkih družinskih situacij sem že zelo mlad zapustil svoj dom pri 13 letih.
This is actually one of the only photos of me from my youth.
To je pravzaprav edina fotografija mene iz mladih let.
And there's 3 things that I love about this photo.
In 3 stvari so mi všeč na tej fotografiji.
The first one is the beautiful hot sunshine of the Australian weather there.
Prvo je to vroče avstralsko sonce.
And just to give you an idea how hot it can be in Australia, we used to get sent home from school if the weather during the day reached 40 degrees, and that would happen 2 to 3 times a week.
In samo da vam dam neko sliko, če je bilo doma tako vroče, so nas iz šole poslali domov, to se je zgodilo 2-krat na leto, ko so temperature presegali 40 stopinj Celzija.
The second thing I love is the fact that I've got a dog there, and this is my first dog and my first real love, my first real friend.
In moj prvi prijatelj in moja prva ljubezen je tudi kuža, to je druga stvar, ki mi je všeč.
And the third thing, which I didn't really realize at the time until I look back on it now, is those long legs that I had, which I still have today, which would take me around the world running races throughout deserts.
In tretja stvar, da že takrat kot otrok sem imel dolge noge in te dolge noge so me ponesle po celem svetu, ko sem tekel na raznih maratonih.
And that's really my strength, is running in the heat and the toughest, most inhospitable locations around the world.
In moja močna točka je, da rad tečem po vročini, po zelo žgočem soncu. Tega sem se naučil v Avstraliji.
Things that I would never have known as a young boy in this photo.
In to so stvari, ki jih kot mladenič se nikoli ne bi zavedal.
I went from that good-looking young boy to this fat,
In od tega mladeniča sem potem odrasel v tega debelega,
lazy,
lenega,
someone who smoked a packet of cigarettes a day,
nekoga, ki je pokadil škatlo cigaret na dan,
drunk,
bil
heavy
pijan,
liquor, hard liquor,
pil žgane pijače
and had a really bad taste in clothes.
in tudi nisem imel dobrega okusa za obleko.
I'm not sure where that Hawaiian shirt came from. I'd never been to Hawaii at this point.
Sicer ne vem, odkje mi ta havajska srajca, ker še nikoli nisem bil na Havajih.
And you can see from these photos like how big I was, and I was around 50 kilos heavier than I am today.
In na teh fotografijah vidite, kako močan in velik sem bil. Imel sem pravzaprav 50 kil več kot danes.
Which is around 5 Gobis, if you wanted to think about that. So it's quite a lot of weight.
Torej, kar precej kil sem imel.
Looking back on these photos, I mean, during those periods, you don't actually think about how fat you are or how unhealthy you are.
In v tistem času se niti nisem zavedal, kako težek sem in kako nezdrav sem.
But looking in the mirror every day, you do know that you need to make a change, and that's what I needed to do.
Ampak, ko se pogledaš v ogledalo, se nekako podzavestno zavedaš, da moraš storiti spremembo, in takrat sem se odločil in sem jo.
I was drunk one night when I made a bet with a friend of mine that I could beat him in a half marathon race in the United Kingdom.
Nekega večera sem bil s prijateljem, oba sva bila pijana in sem se stavil z njim, da ga bom premagal na polmaratonu.
And I was so drunk, in fact, that I gave him 5 minutes head start as well.
In tako pijan sem bil, da sem mu rekel, dam ti 5 minut prednosti.
I'd never run before, I'd never raced before, and as you could see, I needed to lose weight to get ready for the race.
Prej še nikoli v življenju nisem tekel, pojma nisem imel v maratonih in tudi preveč težek sem bil.
That's me with the arrow there, with the yellow shirt on.
In to sem jaz tamle z rumeno majico.
And the guy that's on the left here is my competition.
Tip na levi je moj sotekmovalec.
And there was a lot riding on the bet. The bet that we had, the loser had to take the other couple out for dinner at an expensive restaurant.
In ta stava je bila kar precej draga, ker smo se tudi stavila, da tisti, ki izgubi, mora drugo družino peljati na zelo drago večerjo.
And if you saw the size of me before, you'd be pretty worried about taking me out for a meal. You know it's going to be expensive.
In če bi me videli takega, kot sem prej, bi vas precej zaskrbelo, da tazga tipa peleš na večerjo, torej bo zelo drago.
But little did he know, I trained and trained and trained as much as I could, and behind closed doors, and a little bit in secret behind his back, not telling him how much training I was doing.
In on se ni zavedal, da jaz na skrivnem zelo močno in trdo treniram, sem se skrival.
And I ended up finishing the race and doing a 1 hour 28, which was for my first ever half marathon.
In v uri 28 sem končal ta maraton, 21 kilometrov, in sem ga premagal.
And most importantly, I won the bet as well.
In seveda, kar je najpomembnejše, dobil sem stavo.
Now you remember back to me being that big fat guy that likes to eat and drink.
Spomnite, ko sem razlagal, bil sem velik, debel, ki ki je rad jedel in pil.
After finishing the half marathon, I thought, what better way to use those skills of being able to eat and to drink
In sem si mislil, kako super je uporabiti se to, da lahko ješ, piješ.
than to go to a race in France called the Marathon de Médoc.
In v bistvu je bila ravno tak maraton je bil v Franciji, kjer smo lahko tekli, pili in jedli.
A race where every kilometre you get to have a glass of red wine,
Na vsak kilometer si dobil kozarec rdečega vina.
eat ice cream, ham,
Dobil
oysters, cheese,
sladoled, sir, šunko,
you name it, it's there.
vse je bilo tam, ostrige.
This year you had to dress up as an animal, so I thought it was quite fitting that I was a pig in my previous life, that I would be a pig in
Tisto leto je bila posebna tema, da se oblečeš v neko žival in zdelo se mi je primerno v skladu z mojim prejšnjim načinom življenja, da se oblečem v pujsa.
And during this race, the heat became about 30 degrees, and it was really intolerable having a stomach full of wine and cheese by the end of it.
In bilo je 30 stopinj in ko imaš poln trebuh vina in sira in je vroče, je kar zanimivo.
And I was so sick at the end of it that I swore I would never run again.
In na koncu mi je bilo tako slabo, da sem se zaklel, da nikoli več ne bom tekel.
But that all changed when I bought my wife a book for her birthday, and it was a book about the world's toughest endurance challenges.
Ampak to se je vse spremenilo, ko sem ženi za rojstni dan kupil knjigo o največjih tekaških izzivih. Žena je tamle od zadaj.
After a few drinks,
Po nekaj pijačah
I jokingly said to her, whatever page you open up to on the book is the challenge that we will go and do.
sem se pohecal in sem rekel, no, kjerkoli se ti odpre knjiga in položiš svoj prst, to je ta izziv, ki ga bova sprejela in tja bova šla teč.
And the page that she opened up to was a 250-kilometre desert race in South Africa.
In odprla je na strani, kjer je 225-kilometrska tekma skozi puščavo v Afriki.
And not only that, you have to carry all of your food and equipment to survive the week as well.
In ne samo to, da tečeš, moraš tudi imeti spakirano za cel teden nahrbtnik poln hrane.
We both went, we both finished the race, and we then fell in love with running ultras.
Oba sva šla, oba sva dokončala tekmo in se zaljubila v takšna tekmovanja.
Since then, I've run races around the world. The top race on the left is Marathon des Sables.
Takrat sem tekel naprej po raznih ultramaratonih. Na levi je Maraton des Sables.
The one on the right is 100 miles through the Hawaiian jungle.
Na desni je skozi havajsko džunglo.
And on the day that we were actually running that race, we had a ballistic missile threat as well.
In tisti dan, ko smo tam tekli, je bila tudi vojna nevarnost.
And someone had pressed the button by mistake, but we were all told that we should go and hide in shelters.
Nekdo je pomotoma v bistvu pritisnil na gumb, ne? Rakete so šle in rekli so nam, da se moramo vsi skriti v zaklonišča.
So to not only make running 100 miles even difficult, we had the threat that we were going to die.
Ne samo, da je bilo težko teči 100 mil, imeli smo nad nami veselo grožnja, da lahko vsi umremo.
But me being Mr. Competitive, I decided not to worry about going into the bunkers and kept running anyway.
Ampak ker sem sam tako tekmovalen, sem rekel, ne bom se ukvarjal s tem, da bežim v zaklonišča, še naprej bom tekel.
I've now run 200-mile plus races non-stop in the USA and Australia.
In zdaj sem v Avstraliji tekel 200 mil in še več. To je tekma, kjer non-stop tečeš.
And completed and competed in some of the toughest races in the world.
In sem dokončal in zmagal v eni izmed najtežjih tekaških tekem.
But it would be the race in 2016, a 250-kilometre race across the Gobi Desert in China that would change my life forever.
Ampak kar mi je spremenilo življenje, je bila tekma leta 2016 skozi puščavo Gobi.
On day 2 of the race, this little dog here would decide to join me.
Drugi dan tekme se je tale mali kuža odločil, da se mi pridruži.
And I was at the start line, and I actually was sitting in third position overall.
In prišel sem štartno črto, bil sem že na tretji poziciji.
And I was thinking about the day ahead, just about ready to start the race.
In sem razmišljal o prihodnjih dnevih, kako bom nadaljeval z tekmovanjem.
When this little dog started chewing on the sand covers that keep the sand out of your shoes.
Ta mali kuž je začel žvečiti mojega maše, ki sem jih imel zato, da bi zadrževal pesek, da mi ne bi šel v superge.
I pushed her away.
In sem jo nekako odrinil proč.
And she jumped back on my leg.
In je skočila takoj nazaj na mojo nogo.
More demandingly, I pushed her away a little further.
In potem sem še malce bolj porinil proč.
When she decided to jump back on my leg again.
Ko se je odločila, da ponovno skoči na mojo nogo.
And for her, this was a great game, and she knew immediately the moment she saw me that I was the one for her.
In zanjo je bilo to vse ena velika igra, ampak ona se je odločila, da sem jaz ta pravi zanjo.
I just thought she was a pest of a dog, and I wish she'd go away.
In jaz sem mislil, da je to samo ena nadloga in sem si želel, da zgine proč.
But that day we would run 25 miles.
In tisti dan smo tekli 25 mil.
Across the Tian Shan mountain range.
Čez Tian Shan gorovje.
Which is a unique part of the Gobi Desert in China that has snow-capped mountains, including snow leopards in it.
Ki je en zelo poseben del Kitajske, kjer so zasneženi vrhovi in imajo tudi snežne leoparde.
Here was this little dog going stride for stride with me.
In tukaj je ta mali kuža, ki teče za mano.
Running anywhere between 6 and 8 minute miles.
In je tekla med 6 do 8 minut na miljo.
That evening I had to give some of my food.
In ta večer sem moral z njo podeliti nekaj svoje hrane.
Which is a big decision to do when you're carrying all of your food to survive the week.
Ker je kar precejšnja odločitev, če nosiš s seboj za cel teden hrane in jo moraš zelo enakomerno porazdeljevati.
And it was really the first sort of signs that I was probably starting to fall in love with this little dog as well.
In to je bil verjetno eno izmed prvih znakov, da mi postaje ta kuža všeč.
But on day 3 of the race, I actually had to carry her across some river crossings.
Tretji dan tekme sem jo moral nesti v naročju, da sva prečkala reko.
And I sacrificed going on to win the race to save my friend from drowning.
In sem v bistvu riskiral zmago na tekmi zato, da bi tole prijateljico rešil pred utopitvijo.
And it was that one small act of kindness that really changed both of our lives forever.
In to malo dejanje dobrote je zavedno spremenilo najini življenji.
As I bent down to pick her up at the river crossing,
Ko sem se sklonil, da bi jo ob obrežju reke pobral,
I looked into her big brown eyes and I realized that she needed to have a better life, and I wanted to be that person to give her a better life.
sem pogledal v te njene okrogle temne očke in se zavedal, da si zasluži priložnost za boljše življenje.
So I made her a promise then that I was going to bring her home and ensure that she had the best life possible.
In takrat sem ji obljubil, da jo bom odpeljal s seboj domov in ji omogočil čim boljše življenje.
We finished the race together. She ran 125 kilometers of the 250 kilometers.
Skupaj sva zaključila tekmo, sama je tekla z menoj 125 kilometrov.
And our story went all around the world.
In najina zgodba se je razširila po svetu.
Celebrities like Oprah,
Slavne osebe kot so Oprah,
Mark Wahlberg, Ashton Kutcher, and we featured on ESPN as the play of the day.
ESPN smo bili, so nas predvajali.
I thought I was actually going to make it as a sportsman at this stage.
In moja slika bi ne bila sicer slika mene kot športnika.
Being on ESPN was quite a big deal.
In biti na ESPN je to precej velika stvar.
But that's the only moment you see my face in the whole piece that they did of me.
To je edini trenutek, ko si zagledal moj obraz, ne, drugače ni bilo njega nikjer videti, samo njo.
At that moment I knew that Gobi was the star and I wasn't.
Takrat sem se zavedal, da je v bistvu Gobi tista, ki je zvezda, ne jaz.
Unfortunately, well, I'll just start that again. We were putting plans in place to get Gobi home. We were in northwest China in the middle of nowhere.
Na severozahodni Kitajski smo in delamo načrte, kako bi Gobi spravili v Anglijo.
And it was really difficult to try and find someone that could help us to bring her all the way back to the UK where I was living.
In zelo težko je bilo vse skupaj zorganizirati, da bi jo pripeljali v Anglijo, kjer sem takrat živel.
We had everything in place. We had the finances, we had the people. We finally found a way to be able to do it.
Vse nam je končno uspelo zorganizirati finance, ljudi, ki bi nam pomagali.
when unfortunately Gobi went missing in China.
Ko je kar naenkrat Gobi na Kitajskem izginila.
I had to make a decision then what I was going to do, and was I going to just, break my promise to her?
Takrat sem se moral odločiti, kaj bom storil, ali bom pač prelomil obljubo, nije.
Was I going to leave her there alone and not knowing whether she would survive or not?
Ali jo kar pustim tam, kjer pač je, ne vedoč, ali bo preživela ali ne.
And of course, the reason I told you about my difficult childhood is exactly why I connected with Gobi, because I could see that she had the same difficult life as well.
In seveda, kot sem prej omenil, moje težavno mladostno življenje, ko sem bil zapuščen, ne se mi je zdelo, da je imela ona tudi tako težko življenje, ne bi hotel, da bi bila zapuščena.
All of the people that had let me down over the years, I didn't want to be that person to Gobi.
Vsi ljudje, ki so me tekom let razočarali, sam si nisem želel biti še ena taka oseba v življenju Gobi.
So I flew all the way back out to China to find her.
Zato sem iz Anglije odletel nazaj na Kitajsko, da bi jo poiskal.
Not knowing any Chinese, not knowing anyone in China.
In takrat nisem poznal nikogar na Kitajskem, nisem znal kitajsko.
I set a search and volunteer team up.
Zbrali smo ekipo prostovoljcev, ki so jo iskali.
To search day and night for this little dog on the streets of Urumqi.
Noč in dan so na ulicah Urumqije iskali tega kužka.
A city of 3 million people, quite a few more than Slovenia.
To je mesto za 3 milijoni prebivalci, malce več kot ima Slovenija.
So you can see how difficult it would have been to go out there and to find her on my own, but a great group of people came together to look for her.
Torej lahko vidite, kako težko bi bilo najti tazga kužka, ampak imel sem super ekipo ljudi, ki so mi pomagali.
And that's where the story of finding Gobi really begins.
In takrat se je ta zgodba o iskanju Gobi dejansko pričela.
There was a lot of drama, mystery, intrigue, suspense.
Veliko drame, skrivnosti, intrig se je vmes dogajalo.
For nearly 2 weeks as Gobi was missing on the streets.
Skoraj 2 tedna, ko smo Gobi iskali po ulicah.
Even the Chinese government and politicians became embroiled in the scandal.
Celo kitajska vlada in politiki so se začeli vključevati v ta škandal.
And news agents like BBC and CNN were covering it.
In razne novinarske hiše, medijske hiše so začele potem govoriti o tem, kot naprimer BBC.
And the day we found Gobi, though, was one of the best days of my life.
In dan, ko sem našel Gobi, je bilo zagotovo najlepši dan v mojem življenju.
And it was an amazing feat to think that all of these people had come together to search for this dog that they didn't know.
In neverjetno je bilo pomisliti, da toliko ljudi se je zbralo, da bi iskali nekega kužka, ki ga sploh ne poznajo.
And it was very wonderful to see that she was alive and well.
In čudovito je bilo videti, da je živa in da je v redu.
The city that I spoke about is actually the city that's furthest away from the ocean in the world.
In mesto, v katerem sem bil, je mesto, ki je najbolj oddaljeno od oceana.
And I brought Gobi all the way back to Edinburgh in Scotland.
In privedel sem Gobi vse do Edinburgha na Škotskem, kjer sem prebival.
And this photo here shows her seeing the ocean for the first time in her life, where she's running towards it now.
In ta fotografija kaže, ko je prvič v življenju videla ocean in teče proti njemu.
It's one of the coldest waters that is known.
To je en izmed najbolj mrzlih voda, kar jih je poznanih.
And Gobi jumped in and jumped out as quick as she jumped in.
Gobi je hitro skočila noter in hitro ven.
That was her end of her swimming days.
In takrat so se zaključili njeni plavalni dnevi.
But it was the start of her new life.
Ampak takrat se je pričelo njeno novo življenje.
And she also had to get used to being in a new home life and having a cat as a sister.
In ravno tako se je morala privaditi novega doma in tega, da ima muco za sestro.
And also becoming a celebrity through her story.
In tudi, da je postala slaven kuža, slavna oseba.
And our story is now available in 19 languages.
In najina zgodba je sedaj v 19 jezikih.
It's a New York Times bestseller.
In je tudi po New York Timesu največja uspešnica.
And one day, just to make the story even better, I had a phone call from Hollywood.
In nekega dne, da zgodba postane še boljša, sem dobil klic iz Hollywooda.
To tell me that they couldn't have written this story. It was so amazing that they wanted to make a film out of it.
Da so mi povedali, da sami se ne bi mogli spomniti tako čudovite zgodbe, in da si želijo posneti film o tem.
So from the Gobi Desert to Hollywood's red carpet, Gobi's certainly come a long way.
Torej, od puščave Gobi do rdeče preproge Gobi je prišla precej daleč.
She's won awards. She's won a very big award in the UK called the Inspiring Animal of the Year.
In tudi je bila proglašena za živalco leta v Angliji.
She's met movie stars like Sir Patrick Stewart,
Srečala se je z filmskimi zvezdami, Sir Patrick Stewart,
which is the older gentleman in the middle there from
ki je
movies like
starejši
Wolverine.
gospod tam, ki je iz filma Wolverine.
She's met the royal family.
Srečala se je s kraljevo družino.
And in the picture here where she's laying down on the
Na
grass,
sliki tamle, kjer leži na travci
she's actually laying on the Queen's grass in Holyrood Palace.
in leži na kraljevi travci pred palačo.
And from peeing in the Gobi Desert to peeing on Holyrood
Od
Palace
tega,
lawns,
da je lulala v puščavi, do tega, da lula na kraljevi travci, je kar precejšna razlika.
Gobi knew her new life was exactly where she'd planned, I think.
To je velik napredek, ne? Torej, nisi zamislila, da bo imela takšno zvezdniško življenje.
Yesterday we had the pleasure of adding to the list of celebrities that Gobi's met by meeting the president.
Smo imeli priložnost, da dodamo k temu njemu seznamu slavnih oseb še slovenskega predsednika.
And she ran around off the leash yesterday inside the palace halls.
In včeraj je tekla po predsedniški palači.
And we had a fantastic time meeting him, and he was so wonderful to speak to us.
Zelo lepo smo se imeli s predsednikom, bil nam je zelo naklonjen, podaril nam je svoj čas.
I shared a small story at the event yesterday, speaking about my story with Gobi.
In včeraj sem na dogodku podelil kratko zgodbo o mojem življenju z Gobi.
And it was really about the one act of kindness that I showed Gobi changed our lives forever.
In gre se, kako eno malo dejanje dobrote spremenilo najini življenji za vedno.
But that love, respect and kindness to others can change many lives forever.
Ljubezen, spoštovanje in prijaznost lahko vedno spremenijo življenje mnogim osebam.
Our story, as I mentioned, is now in Slovenian.
In ta zgodba, kot sem omenil, je tudi v slovenskem jeziku.
And it really is a heartwarming and inspiring story for everyone.
In je zelo ganljiva zgodba, ki je namenjena vsakomur.
Gobi really loves Slovenia because she also is a big fan of the cream cake here, which you
Gobi
can
ima
see.
zelo rada Slovenijo, zelo je všeč blejska kremšnita.
And we're delighted to be running 10 kilometers together tomorrow.
In veseli nas, da bomo jutri lahko tekli na 10-kilometrskem teku.
That's it really. That's all there is, and there's lots more to our story.
Veliko več je seveda v zgodbi, ampak več boste lahko prebrali v knjigi Kje si Gobi, in Dion jo bo podpisal, oziroma Gobi ima svoj podpis, to je odtis njene tačke, in vsakdo, ki bo kupil knjigo, bo dobil tudi odtis tačke.
Thank you so much.
Hvala vam za vašo pozornost.
Hvala gospodu Leonardu, thank you Mr. Leonard. Izvrstno navdihujoče predavanje o zgodbi o ljubezni med tekačem na ultradolge razdalje in psom, ki so jima poti se prekrižale v puščavi Gobi na Kitajskem. Kot so najbolj opazili, tu pri strani lahko kupite knjigo o tej zgodbi, Kje si Gobi. Knjiga je seveda prevedena v slovenski jezik.